Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that your vision is not as clear as it used to be. The words on your phone look slightly blurred. The menu across the table feels harder to read. At night, headlights seem brighter, harsher, almost overwhelming, forcing you to squint and grip the steering wheel just a little tighter than before. Most people immediately accept one explanation. It's just aging. But what if that assumption is wrong? What if blurry vision is not simply a natural part of getting older, but a signal that something deeper is happening inside your eyes? Think about your daily experience. Do your eyes feel dry or irritated when you wake up? Does it take time for your vision to clear in the morning? Do lights at night create halos or glare that didn't exist before? Maybe you've noticed that reading small text requires more effort, or that your eyes tire faster than they used to. These are not random inconveniences. They are patterns. And patterns always have a cause. The truth is, your eyes are not passive organs that simply wear out over time. They are highly active, living systems constantly working, constantly repairing, constantly adapting. Every second, millions of tiny cells inside your retina are capturing light, processing visual information, and sending signals to your brain. But like any system in your body, when the balance is disrupted, problems begin to appear. And here is the part most people never hear. A significant portion of vision damage doesn't happen during the day. It happens at night. While you are asleep, while you believe your body is resting and recovering, your eyes are actually entering their most important repair phase. This is when damaged cells are restored, when nutrients are delivered, and when your visual system resets itself for the next day. But what happens if that repair process is incomplete? What happens if your eyes are not getting the oxygen, circulation, or nutrients they need during that critical window? The answer is simple and concerning. Damage begins to accumulate. Slowly, silently, without pain, without warning. And that is why so many people are caught off guard. Because there is no clear moment when something breaks. Instead, your vision gradually changes so subtly that you adapt to it without even realizing what you are losing. Until one day, it becomes impossible to ignore. And then comes the question almost everyone asks. Why is this happening to me? Is it really just age? Or is it the result of hidden processes, oxidative stress, reduced circulation, cellular damage that no one has taken the time to explain? Because if the problem isn't just aging, then the solution might not be what you've been told. And that changes everything. As you move past the age of 60, something important begins to change inside your eyes, and most people are not fully aware of it. It's not just about needing stronger glasses. It's about your entire visual system becoming more fragile, more sensitive, and less capable of repairing itself the way it once did. According to the American Optometric Association, AOA, aging significantly increases the risk of common but serious eye conditions such as dry eye syndrome, cataracts, macular degeneration, and even sudden vision changes in one eye. These are not rare cases. They are becoming increasingly common, affecting millions of older adults every year. And the trend is getting worse. The National Eye Institute, NEI, has warned that vision loss is rising faster than at any point in recent history, especially among people over 60. This isn't just an individual problem, it's a growing global health concern. But here's what makes this especially important. As your eyes age, they don't simply see less clearly. They undergo structural changes at the cellular level. Blood flow to the retina gradually decreases. The tiny photoreceptor cells responsible for capturing light and helping you see clearly become more vulnerable to oxidative stress. Tear production slows down, leading to dryness, irritation, and blurred vision. And most critically, your eye's natural repair process begins to weaken. This creates a dangerous imbalance. Because while damage continues to occur every day from light exposure, screen use, and environmental stress, your ability to repair that damage is no longer as strong as it once was. So instead of recovering fully, your eyes begin to accumulate damage. Slowly, silently, over time. This is why many people notice their vision gradually getting worse, not better. Reading becomes more difficult. Night driving feels uncomfortable. Lights appear harsher. Focus takes longer. And yet, most people still accept this as normal aging. But here is the urgent truth. Many serious eye conditions develop without clear early symptoms. Macular degeneration can progress quietly before noticeable vision loss occurs. Cataracts can begin forming long before your vision becomes cloudy. Even retinal damage can build up without pain or warning. By the time symptoms become obvious, significant damage may already be present. And that is what makes this so dangerous. Because once vision is lost, it is far more difficult to restore. Your eyes are not just aging, they are becoming more vulnerable every single day. And the earlier you understand that, the more power you have to protect them before it's too late. To truly understand why your vision is changing, you have to look deeper beyond symptoms, beyond age, and focus on what is happening at the cellular level inside your eyes. Because the real problem doesn't start with blurry vision. It starts much earlier. At the root of this process are two powerful forces: oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. Every day, your eyes are exposed to light, environmental toxins, digital screens, and natural metabolic activity. These processes generate unstable molecules known as free radicals. In small amounts, your body can neutralize them, but over time, especially as you age, your defenses weaken. This leads to oxidative stress. Think of it as a slow, invisible form of cellular wear and tear. These free radicals begin to damage the delicate structures inside your eyes, especially the retina, the thin layer of tissue responsible for capturing light and turning it into vision. But the damage doesn't stop there. As oxidative stress builds, your body responds with inflammation. At first, inflammation is protective. It's your body's way of repairing damage. But when this process is triggered repeatedly day after day, it becomes chronic. And chronic inflammation is no longer helpful. It begins to disrupt normal cellular function, weaken tissues, and interfere with the eye's ability to maintain clarity and focus. Now, here's where it becomes even more concerning. Much of this damage happens at night. While you are asleep, your eyes enter their most critical repair phase. This is when blood flow should deliver oxygen and nutrients to the retina and when damaged photoreceptor cells are restored. But if circulation is reduced, or if oxidative stress and inflammation are too high, that repair process becomes incomplete. Instead of healing, your eyes fall behind. Night after night, the retina, especially its light-sensitive cells, begins to deteriorate. These cells are extremely delicate and do not regenerate easily once damaged. And yet, you feel nothing. No pain, no warning, no clear signal that something is going wrong. That is what makes this process so dangerous. Because by the time you notice blurry vision, eye strain, or sensitivity to light, the underlying damage has often been building for months or even years. Silently. This is not a sudden problem. It is a gradual breakdown, a slow accumulation of stress, inflammation, and cellular damage that your body can no longer fully repair. And once that tipping point is reached, your vision begins to change in ways that are much harder to reverse. Understanding this is critical, because if you only focus on the symptoms, you miss the real cause. But when you understand the root oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and impaired nighttime repair, you begin to see where real solutions can actually make a difference. Now, here's where things become even more important and a little uncomfortable to talk about. Because if blurry vision isn't just about age, and if the real damage is happening deep inside your eyes, then why are the most common solutions not fixing the problem? Think about what most people are told to do. Your vision gets worse, so you get stronger glasses. Your eyes feel dry, so you use eye drops. If things progress further, you may even be advised to consider laser procedures or surgery. At first, these solutions seem helpful, and in many ways, they are. But there's one critical issue. They don't address the root cause. Glasses don't repair damaged retinal cells, they simply adjust how light enters your eyes. Eye drops may relieve dryness, but they don't reduce oxidative stress or improve cellular repair. Even advanced procedures often focus on correcting structural problems, not restoring the underlying health of your visual system. In other words, the symptoms are managed, but the process that caused them continues. And that raises an important question. Why? Part of the answer lies in how the vision care system is structured. The global vision industry generates billions of dollars every year. From prescription lenses to surgical procedures and ongoing treatments, the focus is often placed on managing conditions rather than preventing or reversing them at a deeper level. This doesn't mean these solutions are wrong, but it does mean they are incomplete. Because when the root cause, oxidative damage, inflammation, poor circulation is not addressed, your eyes remain under the same stress that caused the problem in the first place. So, over time, the cycle continues. Your prescription changes, your dependence increases, and your vision slowly declines despite treatment. This is the part most people are never told. Not because it's hidden, but because it's rarely explained in a way that connects the dots. And once you start to see that pattern, it naturally leads to another question. What if there is a way to support your eyes at the source, instead of just managing the symptoms on the surface? That's where things begin to change. So if the real problem lies deep inside the eye at the level of cells, circulation, and repair, then the real question becomes, is there a way to support your eyes naturally from within? The answer is yes. And this is where things start to shift from concern to possibility. In recent years, research has begun to uncover something both simple and surprisingly powerful. Certain everyday fruits, foods you can find in almost any kitchen, contain natural compounds that directly support eye health at a cellular level. Not by masking symptoms, but by helping your eyes do what they were designed to do: repair, protect, and restore themselves. These fruits are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and plant-based compounds that target the exact mechanisms we talked about earlier. They help neutralize oxidative stress. They reduce low-grade inflammation. They support blood flow to the retina. And most importantly, they provide the nutrients your photoreceptor cells need during their most critical repair window at night. This is what makes the timing so important. Because while you sleep, your eyes are actively working to recover from the damage of the day. And when the right nutrients are available in your system during that time, that repair process becomes more efficient, more complete, more effective. This doesn't mean a single fruit will magically restore perfect vision overnight, but it does mean something much more realistic and much more powerful. You can support your eyes in a way that aligns with how your body actually works. You can reduce the stress that leads to long-term damage, and you can begin to shift the balance back toward repair instead of decline. That's where hope comes in, because once you understand that your vision is not just fading with age, but responding to what your body is given, you realize something important. You're not powerless. And the next step is knowing exactly which foods can make the biggest difference. Let's start with one of the most overlooked fruits when it comes to eye health: kiwi. Small, simple, and often ignored at the grocery store, kiwi contains a powerful combination of nutrients that your eyes truly need, especially as you age. What makes kiwi so effective is its high concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. These two compounds act like natural internal filters inside your eyes. They accumulate in the retina, where they help absorb harmful blue light and reduce oxidative damage to delicate photoreceptor cells. Over time, this protection becomes critical, especially for maintaining clarity and reducing strain. But that's not all. Kiwi also supports better vision at night. As we age, many people notice increased glare from headlights, difficulty adjusting to darkness, or a delay in visual focus when moving between light and dark environments. This is often linked to damage in the retina and reduced efficiency in how the eye processes light. Lutein and zeaxanthin help stabilize this process. They protect the cells responsible for light sensitivity and improve the eye's ability to adapt more quickly in low-light conditions. There's also another benefit most people don't expect. Kiwi contains natural antioxidants along with small amounts of serotonin, which may support deeper, more restorative sleep. And since your eyes perform most of their repair work at night, Better sleep directly contributes to better visual recovery. In simple terms, kiwi doesn't just protect your eyes during the day, it helps them repair more effectively while you sleep. A small fruit, but a meaningful impact. Next on the list is something most people already enjoy, especially on a warm day: watermelon. At first glance, it may seem too simple to have any real impact on eye health, but beneath its refreshing taste is a powerful benefit your eyes rely on more than you might think: improved circulation. As we age, blood flow to the retina gradually declines. This means less oxygen and fewer nutrients are delivered to the cells responsible for vision, especially during the night, when repair is supposed to happen. Over time, this reduced circulation contributes to blurry vision, slower focus, and that heavy, tired feeling in your eyes when you wake up. This is where watermelon makes a difference. It is one of the richest natural sources of lycopene, a potent antioxidant known for protecting cells from oxidative stress. Lycopene helps shield the delicate structures of the retina from damage, but more importantly, it supports healthier blood vessels. Better blood vessels mean better circulation. And better circulation means your retina receives more oxygen and nutrients, exactly what it needs to repair itself during sleep. Watermelon also contains a high water content, over 90%, which supports overall hydration. Proper hydration plays a key role in maintaining tear production and reducing dryness, another common issue that affects vision clarity. In simple terms, watermelon helps your eyes in two ways. It protects retinal cells and improves the delivery system that keeps those cells alive and functioning. A refreshing fruit, but with a deeper role in keeping your vision clear and supported. Coming in next is a fruit many people rarely think about: black currants. Small, dark, and easy to overlook, these berries are packed with one of the most powerful compounds for eye health: anthocyanins. These natural pigments give black currants their deep purple color, but more importantly, they play a critical role inside your eyes. Anthocyanins help reduce inflammation and protect the tiny blood vessels that supply your retina. Over time, these vessels can become weaker and less efficient, limiting the flow of oxygen and nutrients your eyes depend on. But one of their most impressive benefits is their effect on night vision. Inside your retina is a visual pigment called rhodopsin, which helps your eyes adjust between light and darkness. As you age, the regeneration of this pigment slows down, making it harder to see clearly at night or adapt quickly when lighting changes. Anthocyanins help support and restore this process. This means better contrast in low-light environments, reduced glare from headlights, and improved visual clarity when moving from bright to dim spaces. For many people, this translates into something very real: more confidence when driving at night and less strain in everyday situations. In simple terms, black currants don't just protect your eyes, they help your vision respond faster and perform better when light conditions are not ideal. A small fruit, but a powerful ally for clearer night vision. Now let's talk about a fruit you probably already know. Well, blueberries. They are often called a superfood, but when it comes to your eyes, that label is actually justified. Blueberries are packed with powerful antioxidants, especially compounds that help fight oxidative stress, the very process that slowly damages your eye cells over time. As we discussed earlier, oxidative stress is one of the main reasons vision declines with age. And your eyes are particularly vulnerable. Inside your retina are photoreceptor cells responsible for capturing light and allowing you to see clearly. These cells are constantly exposed to light and environmental stress, making them highly sensitive to damage. This is where blueberries come in. Their antioxidants help neutralize free radicals before they can harm these delicate cells. In doing so, they protect the structure and function of your retina, helping preserve clarity, focus, and visual sharpness. There is also evidence that certain compounds in blueberries can cross into retinal tissue and support repair at a deeper level, not just on the surface. Over time, this protection adds up. Less cellular damage, better resilience, slower decline in visual performance. For many people, this can mean reduced eye strain, clearer focus when reading, and improved comfort when using screens or navigating low-light environments. In simple terms, blueberries act as a protective shield for your eyes, helping defend the cells that make vision possible in the first place. Next on the list is a fruit that surprises many people, red dragon fruit. Visually striking on the outside and vibrant on the inside, this fruit offers a unique benefit that becomes increasingly important as we age, improving oxygen delivery to the retina. Here's why that matters. Your retina depends heavily on a steady supply of oxygen to function properly. It is one of the most metabolically active tissues in your body. But over time, blood flow can decline, and oxygen delivery becomes less efficient. This condition, sometimes referred to as retinal hypoxia, can lead to symptoms many people experience but rarely understand: tired eyes in the morning, blurred peripheral vision, and a general sense of visual fatigue even after a full night's sleep. Red dragon fruit helps address this problem at its source. It contains powerful compounds known as betalains, which support the production of nitric oxide in your blood vessels. Nitric oxide helps relax and widen these vessels, allowing blood and oxygen to flow more freely throughout your body, including the tiny capillaries that feed your retina. More oxygen means better cellular function. Better cellular function means more effective repair during sleep. Over time, this can lead to reduced eye strain, improved visual clarity, and a greater sense of comfort throughout the day. In simple terms, red dragon fruit supports your eyes by improving the very system that keeps them alive and functioning: oxygen and circulation. A beautiful fruit, but even more valuable for what it does beneath the surface. Now we move to one of the most powerful and time-tested foods for eye health: goji berries. Used for centuries in traditional medicine, especially in Asia, goji berries have long been associated with protecting vision. But what's even more compelling today is that modern research is beginning to confirm what ancient practices have suggested all along. The key benefit of goji berries lies in their ability to protect the macula. The macula is the central part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision reading, recognizing faces, and seeing colors clearly. As you age, this area becomes increasingly vulnerable to damage, particularly from oxidative stress and reduced circulation. This is the foundation of a serious condition known as age-related macular degeneration, one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults. Goji berries are exceptionally rich in zeaxanthin, one of the most important nutrients for macular protection. Unlike many other compounds, zeaxanthin is specifically concentrated in the macula, where it helps filter harmful light and reduce cellular damage. And the science behind this is strong. Clinical studies have shown that regular consumption of goji berries can increase macular pigment density, a key indicator of eye protection. In some trials, participants even showed slowed progression of vision decline over time. That's not just prevention. That's measurable support. In simple terms, goji berries help strengthen and protect the very center of your vision, the part you rely on most every single day. A small fruit, but with a powerful impact on long-term visual clarity and independence. Finally, we arrive at the most important fruit on this list, the one that stands above all the others when it comes to protecting your vision. Papaya. It may look simple, it may already be sitting in your kitchen, but when it comes to eye health, papaya targets one of the most destructive and overlooked processes behind vision decline. That process is called glycation. Glycation happens when excess sugar in your bloodstream binds to proteins in your body, forming harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Over time, these compounds accumulate in sensitive tissues, including your eyes. Inside the eye, glycation affects the lens and the retina. It contributes to the clouding of the lens, which is closely linked to cataract formation. At the same time, it damages the delicate cells of the retina, reducing clarity and visual sharpness. What makes this especially dangerous is that glycation happens silently. There is no pain, no early warning, just a gradual decline in how clearly you see the world. And this is where papaya becomes incredibly powerful. Papaya contains a natural enzyme called papain. This enzyme has been shown to support protein breakdown and reduce inflammatory stress, helping your body manage some of the damage associated with glycation. But that's only part of the story. Papaya is also rich in vitamins A, C, and E, three essential nutrients that play a direct role in eye health. Vitamin A supports the function of photoreceptor cells and helps maintain clear vision, especially in low light. Vitamin C acts as a strong antioxidant, protecting eye tissues from oxidative stress and supporting overall cellular repair. Vitamin E helps stabilize cell membranes and prevents further damage caused by free radicals. Together, these nutrients create a powerful protective effect. They don't just slow damage, they help support the eye's natural ability to repair itself. This is what makes papaya different. While other fruits focus on protection or circulation, papaya directly targets one of the root causes of long-term vision decline. It works at the level of chemistry, not just symptoms. That's why it deserves to be called the #1 fruit on this list. Because if you are serious about protecting your vision not just temporarily, but long-term, this is the fruit that addresses the problem where it actually begins. Simple, accessible, and incredibly effective. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the ones we've overlooked all along. Now, before you start adding these fruits into your routine, there's something extremely important you need to understand. Because even the best foods in the world will not deliver their full benefits if you use them the wrong way. This is where most people make mistakes. So here are 5 simple but critical rules to make sure your eyes actually receive the nutrients they need. First, avoid combining these fruits with dairy products. Milk, yogurt, or calcium-fortified foods may seem harmless, but they can interfere with the absorption of key compounds like lutein and zeaxanthin. When consumed together, these nutrients can bind in the digestive system and reduce how much your body actually absorbs. A simple rule: keep your fruits separate. Give at least 60 to 90 minutes between dairy and these fruits. Second, add a small amount of healthy fat. Many of the nutrients that support eye health are fat-soluble, meaning your body needs fat to absorb them properly. Without it, a significant portion simply passes through your system unused. You don't need much. A few walnuts, some avocado, or a small amount of flaxseed oil is enough to dramatically improve absorption. Same fruit, completely different impact. Third, timing matters more than you think. Your eyes perform their most important repair work at night while you sleep. That means the ideal time to consume these fruits is about 60 to 90 minutes before bed. Too early, and the nutrients may be processed before your body enters its repair phase. Too late, and digestion may interfere with deep sleep. The right timing allows your body to use these nutrients when they are needed most. Fourth, pay attention to temperature. Many people eat fruit straight from the refrigerator, but cold temperatures can reduce the activity of certain natural enzymes, especially in fruits like papaya. Let your fruit sit at room temperature for at least 30 minutes before eating. This helps preserve its natural properties and makes it easier for your body to use. Finally, be gentle when washing. It might seem like a small detail, but aggressive washing can remove valuable antioxidants concentrated near the surface of the fruit. Instead of scrubbing, rinse lightly under cool water and handle them carefully. These small adjustments may seem simple, but they make a significant difference. Because it's not just what you eat, it's how your body is able to use it. And when you combine the right foods with the right habits, that's when real results begin to appear. At the end of the day, this isn't just about fruit, and it's not just about your eyes. It's about your independence. It's about waking up in the morning and seeing clearly without waiting for your vision to adjust. It's about reading a message from someone you love without squinting, driving at night without fear, and recognizing faces, colors, and moments without hesitation. Clear vision is not just a convenience. It's your connection to the world. And the most important thing to remember is this: blurry vision is not always an inevitable part of aging. In many cases, it's the result of small, silent processes happening inside your body processes that you now understand and, more importantly, can begin to influence. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just start small. One better habit, one smarter choice before bed, one step toward protecting something that cannot be replaced. Because your eyes have been working for you every single day of your life, without rest, without complaint. Now it's your turn to take care of them. If this helped you see things differently, even a little, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more simple, science-informed ways to protect your health. Sometimes, the smallest piece of knowledge can make the biggest difference. Take care of your eyes, and I'll see you in the next video.